revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cut. 180. 58, right there. Right, here we go.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more presto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Back to throw. Gone. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Set back. 59. Come to one work.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throw caught here by Bird. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Cardinals first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 run. 15 run. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Drake. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Though it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Goff on third and goal. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on second down. Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Following the fumble recovery, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go tonight. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the toss play, this is Drake. Oh, what a move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second and 6, Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check, 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Way to let them dogs loose.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check. Value 3. Value 3.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long. It's gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yep. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The final shot before break here. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And some space here. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They went zone blitz. They're obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Go 50 into the mic. Down to lose 1. Sway, kill. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
180. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Go, 12, go. Hey, Charlie.
On first down, gone. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Let's go.
Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Hey, 5.
Jump.
Yeah, we're 12.
Out of the gun, gone. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brown. Hey, Steve 6.
58 right there.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Cooper. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. Murray with a third and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, first and 10 at the 20.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw once more on second and 10. Goff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. throws. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
20. 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They stay on the ground with Drake. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Murray, being chased out left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Ooh, the juke.
The Cardinals
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray able to find Isabella. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't doing nothing today. Cooper. 49.
Throwing now, Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Line 20.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Go, 12, let's go.
Now Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
38,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Los Angeles, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it'll wrap up a dreadful 4-12 campaign. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from